host and other viewers in real time, and remember to create a safe viewing experience by following our community guidelines. Very nice. Who's going to be first to join us tonight? We are live. Saxman, Atheist Animated, The Donnelly. What's up? Thanks for joining, people. TikTok, Perennial Robin, Type 2 Diabetes. I am Toto. Gregory Brummel, KY2591, Alacran, the Scorpion, Save Our Something, Use a Lot of Numbers, Sergio Malenko, Willie Walker, 2357 Ali, Use a Lot of Numbers, Anan N. Pep, Huncho Jack, that's crazy, what's up, Fire Rescue, Yashin Cali, Michael Placey, John Glee Gallant, thanks for the roses already, D. Donatella, love you, Lever Riley, Hooper 15C, Fly for Fun, I don't like to run, me neither, First Moondog, I know I'm missing a few, hey Brewston, what's up, I missed you, Non Crazy Kelly, the Danish Doppelganger is with us, God how I love her, Sunshine, Monty somebody, Mr. Selig Ortner, Dying 215, is a real, Rich 1124, Daniel Aya, Tep Drew, oh they're coming in too fast folks, cram onto the back of the train, Mitch good night, use a lot of numbers, thanks, I got the headphones on because I got Atheist Animated, Producer Jay is back, and my fucking Bluetooth is off on my computer, and I cannot find where to turn it back on. There's just like not available for me, and I spent like 5 minutes looking for it, and I'm such an idiot that I can't find it. I don't know how to do it. There's not a in the Bluetooth and other devices page. There's not a fucking little on and off button like there should be to just say turn it on. So you can't hear him, but he's here, and if he says anything, he says good evening everyone. He's on. He's Atheist Animated. He's on the chat. You can talk to him via the chat on TikTok, and we are streaming to YouTube via StreamYard. Plug for StreamYard. Who likes StreamYard? Anybody? It's all right for us. Faithful. Rico has the cash. Mike McGoldick. Meg Mary B. The Vine of Olive. Bonnie Wood. The Vine of Olive again. Love olive. Love olive. Who doesn't love olives, man? Olives are fucking great. Holly Ellen. R. Hartman's. Dive in Mercy. 1931. I am back live Wednesday because my well, I would have been back anyway, but I got if you were with me on Sunday, you know that the live got suspended. Somebody complained about adult nudity. I don't know what. Is my bald head? I got a hat on and everything. I don't know what the fucking nudity is about, but some troll was too stupid to report it for something real, because if they'd have reported it for like, bullying or harassment, it probably wouldn't have gotten a second look, but they reported it for adult nudity, and when I complained about it, they actually took it down. So props to TikTok. They got it right. They took that shit down, or they upheld my appeal, I should say. They upheld my appeal and restored my access to live. So I could have gone live Monday and Tuesday, but we're here every Sunday and Wednesday, and that's plenty for me. Once in a while we do a happy extra on Friday if we go dual with somebody, which we've done a few times. But this who still reports people? I know, Bruce. I'm right. Just pussies, milquetoast idiots. I don't know. I really, it's so annoying. But we suffer. Atheist creators suffer. Christians come on and they catch us saying something they don't like, and they report us. So there will be a no tolerance policy in effect from now on. Our fabulous moderators, non-crazy cat lady, and it's all right. You can be here if you're a Christian. Don't no preaching on the train, no spitting, no loud radios, and no preaching on the train. We like it when Christians come and learn and whatever, and you can contribute to the conversation and not just be a jerk who's trying to be here to upset us and catch me going off, and then screenshotting me or recording me, or and then say, hey, he said something to offend all Christians around the world and we don't like it, so we don't report this guy. And it seems like that's what happens. And I got a bunch of my live streams got shut down, and a bunch of my videos get taken down, and I don't want to lose the account, so we don't, yeah, of course, agnostics. Yeah, we welcome agnostics. We urge you to grow a set of balls and call yourself what you are, someone who doesn't believe in a God or gods. Lovely vibes here, man. I'm just here to observe and cruise. Wow, thanks, man. Cruise, appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see who's first to tell me that Jesus loves me. If you tell me Jesus loves me, you get this whistle, and the moderators will take you off because there is a no tolerance policy. Mandela Panda, Mr. Accumulated, the skeptic alone. What's up, Mike Goldrick? He's good. He says Dutch 609 joined. Who created the universe? No one created the universe. No one that we know of. Thoughts on Dillahunty? People ask me about Dillahunty. He's a good guy. I like him. I guess he got in trouble for calling a 15-year-old a little runt, right? And he had to apologize. I heard that. He's got a short trigger sometimes, but a short fuse sometimes. But I've worked with Dillahunty. I love him. He's an exceptional mind, and he's got great hair. Krause, Hitchens, Dawkins, Harris, and Gillette. Yes. Thoughts on Taliban? Yeah, that's in the news, isn't it? And that's a crying shame. If you're the Taliban and you're watching people like run as fast as they can to the fucking airport to get out of the country, doesn't that give you an idea that maybe you're not doing something right? When people don't like wave flag. Yes, the Taliban. Yes, they finally came and took over our country. Yes, we've been waiting for this. Thank you, Taliban. No, they're stepping on heads to get to the airport, to get the fuck out of Afghanistan. Crying shame. The people of Afghanistan deserve a country that's free, and where everybody can be free to have adultery with anybody they want without getting whipped in a public square. So, fuck the fucking Taliban. Those assholes seriously need to go. It gets my blood boiling when I see that shit. I want to go over there and take up arms, man. Really, it brings out the violence in me to see that what's going on there. They really, and we're living in a time in America where people would be the Christian Taliban. What we're fighting is Christian nationalism, Christo-fascism, as we like to say, and Christian privilege. Evangelicals trying to enforce their will on the government so that the government will reflect the Christian equivalent of Sharia law. That's what we're fucking looking at, man. It's disgusting. So if you don't want to be a part of that, then you need to get on board with what we're doing. Get on the train, and even if you're not an atheist, if you're just a non-religious person, if you're a religious minority who cares about true religious freedom, which means freedom from religion and the opportunity to not worship a God if you don't want to, and to have it not involved in your civic government, then come join us. And believe me, UB Rosario, you're crying already. I know. You got to see the pictures of women in. Are you there, Jay? Did I lose you already?
No, still here. I just muted.
Oh, you muted. Okay. I do have producer Jay in my headphones. I don't know what's wrong with my YouTube, so we can't hear him out loud. But if somebody comes up on YouTube, he'll put the question up here for me and tell me in my headphones. If you got anything for him, feel free to ask. He's Atheist Animated on TikTok. If you're not watching, The Only Lane. My girl is here. I'm becoming so much more aware of how many expressions we use using God. Are you? Yeah. God damn it! I said God again. Hi there, Jer 2650. Hypocrisy is rampant in the U.S. Yeah, that's not, and of course it's not exclusive to Christians, where some of us are hypocrites and we don't mean to. Choo choo, atheists united. And there's always a lesson to learn there. But live and let live, man. There's there's no such thing as an atheist in the foxhole. Wrong. You get the buzzer for that. That's a really, really bad assumption. It's completely wrong. I've met them. I've met 95-year-old World War II veterans who were veterans in World War II in foxholes, and they were atheists then, and they're atheists now. But Christians in America will never be like Muslims. Really? Is that what you think? Okay. Most Christians maybe, but some Christians, there's laws here that keep them from doing what they would want to do, which is, of course, enforce the Christian equivalent of Sharia law. And maybe that's not as violent. Maybe it's not as extreme in your book. It's no better. It's no better. They're trying to impose their will on women's health rights. They're trying to suppress atheist voices, secular voices. They're trying to infuse the religion and rewrite history as far as our government is concerned, and our secular constitution, which was expressly written to be free of religion. And they want to change that, and they want to respin this as a Christian country when it's not a Christian country. It's just a country full of Christians. Why are you spreading lies? Justified by grace. Hello, I'm not atheist, but I respect your grind, man. As long as you're respectful too. You know what, John Hamm? Are you really John Hamm? You got a blues check next year? Who doesn't love John Hamm? Man crush. What a stud. Jesus was a surfer. Yeah. Point Break. Yo, dude. Hang 10, man. Jesus is the fastest way to a cult. What are your thoughts on Islam? Oh, we just went over the Taliban. Islam sucks. It needs to go away. It's easily the most violent, hypocritical religion in the world. It calls itself the religion of peace, makes war wherever it can, forces people into Sharia law, like we're seeing in Afghanistan. Rick and Morty, are you making that reference to my shirt? No, I have not heard Soldier Boy. I'm not a big Soldier Boy guy. Does he have a song about Rick and Morty? That's cool. I am a Christian, but like these spammers and stuff need to get a grip. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about, man. Thanks for being here and being respectful. Either John Ham or you, I'd take either. You're cute. Thank you so much, sweetie. Tristle 1955. What's up? Toot out for you. What made you turn atheism? Common sense. Thinking for myself. I was raised in a liberal church, which didn't scare people into religion terribly. We had open to questioning, open to skepticism. So by the time I got into college, I was like, yeah, why would you believe a myth made up by people that lived before they knew how to refrigerate their fucking pork? Are you afraid for the future if people ever protest for Sharia law in the West? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, we're here fighting Christian nationalism. It's just, it's just a lesser version of the same shit. They want the whole country to live by the laws of their ancient book, when the majority of people here don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit, even if they're Christian or religious or non-religious or vaguely religious, lapsed Christians. They don't give a shit. They don't want to hear about that crap. They want to live their life and they don't want somebody else telling them what to do. Do you think this complex universe had a designer? No, I don't. You don't have to respect Christianity, but you can choose to respect. Yeah, and that's a good point. I know you're talking to somebody else, but yeah, I respect people who respect me. But if religion doesn't respect me, like Islam doesn't respect atheists, Islam calls for the death of atheists. Why should I respect that? It doesn't deserve respect. Respect is earned. Jesus was Egyptians, Horus myth embellished by Hebrews for control. Yeah, and it's a little more complicated than that, but absolutely, Jesus was based on many versions of earlier dying and rising sun messiahs that was spun for the Hebrew people that that it was written for. What is good about Judaism? They're mostly atheists. That's a lift coming out there. Bye, Patriot. Thanks for joining. And they're not trying to make the government Jewish. I got another letter in the mail from Jehovah's inviting me to the 2021 JW National Camp. That reminds me, man. Do you know that the governing body of the JWs has a TikTok? They found me on TikTok, and I had to look 3 times. I'm like, this is really a TikTok account for the governing body of the JW? And there's like a panel of like 5 or 6 old white men on their profile picture, and they're like, they took exception to my video about the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're like, Jehovah's Witnesses is not a cult. For the last time, it's not a cult. I'm like, it's funny that the people that come out of it call it a cult. I'm not even. Don't take my word for it. Take the people who've been through it, like our girl Atheist Sanctuary and A Sandwich. People who have escaped from Jehovah's Witnesses call it a cult. So I'd rather take their word for it than the 5 old white guys. How do I feel about abortions? I feel they're unsavory. I would never want one. I had all my kids, but that's not my choice. If it's your body, it's your choice. It's not mine, and I'm not about to try to legislate that for other people. A boring cult. Yeah, you got it there, boy. What's more boring than a religion that won't let you practice holidays? Where do you get your morality from? From knowing that I wouldn't want people doing certain things to me, and so I know that I wouldn't want to do it to those people because I wouldn't want to be treated like that. Where's your morality come from? Hey, it's the atheist with the train head. Baby Hippo 740, what's up? Neo Mick can't even have birthdays. I know, right? It's like, how are you going to have a religion and take the one good thing about religions away? The happy parties. Are you ready to accept the word of our Lord and Jehovah? Stan. No, he's not preaching. He put a happy face after it. So we get the sarcasm, buddy. That's all good. That's so funny. They always think that morality has to come from religion. Yeah, and when there's no religion, there's no morality in the religion. If you look at that, if you actually read the Bible, Where's the morality? God kills at will. He fools people at will. He tells people to murder their sons at will. He murders his own son. He comes down and has sex with a Jewish virgin with no permiso, right? No consent, my friend. You a professor? No. Thanks, though. Jesus is liberal. Yeah, Jesus was a socialist. That's for damn sure. He wasn't an outrage. Uzbekistan, what's up? Close to Afghanistan is Uzbekistan, relatively speaking, anyway. Central Asia, my friend. What's up in Uzbekistan? Sky Dezati. Are you Uzbekistani? Or you just happen to be there? That's crazy. Yes, I've heard of Kalams. It's dumb. It doesn't hold water. You have conscious when you naturally have empathy. Yeah, morality and it comes from our shared sense of empathy, and society together decides on a collective morality for that society, and if you don't get along with that morality, you end up going to jail because you're a psychopath or a sociopath, and you don't want to follow the rules of the morality of the society that you're a part of. So that's where morality comes from, and we see it evolve. How many times do I have to say it? We have a higher sense of morality today than we did 500 years ago when people got tortured and whipped in the streets like they're doing to the Taliban, in Afghanistan, to people today. So obviously, morality comes from our shared empathy and our sense of our innate sense of right and wrong, my friend. Jesus is a political plum grafted by the GOZP. Did you believe in needing physical proof for a mental aspect? Do you believe in needing physical proof for a mental aspect of belief? I'm not really sure what that means. I need physical proof of God, or I need some kind of, but believe, a mental aspect of belief. What does that mean? Belief is mental. It's a mental thing. What if there was proof in ghosts? What if there was? If there was, we'd all know about it. It would be published. It'd be peer reviewed, and we'd all believe. But there's not. There's only anecdotal evidence, which in fact is just not evidence. Would you celebrate 9/11 as a national holiday if you lived in Afghanistan? Why? Are they happy about 9/11? I don't think that's true. The only reason we were in Afghanistan, remind me, a 20-year war that we wasted how many trillions of dollars and American lives on, just because we were after bin Laden, right? I don't think that's the only reason we were in Afghanistan. Isn't that right, Jay? Do you know?
Yeah, in theory.
I don't think there was any other, but then they couldn't leave because of the power vacuum thing. And then when they finally left, it happened anyway, and the Taliban took over. But of course, there's atheist Israelis. Of course, I'm not surprised by that. Most modern Jews are atheists. They don't believe that old bullshit. They just want to be culturally Jewish because it's a historical thing. It's an identity thing, and they love being Jewish for what it is, to feel like you have a tradition and an ancestry. Too many people have left Jehovah's and are happy. Of course, man. Who could be happy being a J-dub? And the Taliban took it over in a matter. Yeah, they fucked up. I don't really know the story. I haven't seen the news that much, but we fucked up. Whatever it was that Bush started, and Obama and the orange asshole continued, and now this fucking sleepy son of a bitch, they all fucked it up. Evangelicals are a special breed, grifters with skeletons in their closets, swagger. Yeah, evangelicals, if there is a hell, there's a special place in hell for evangelicals. Thanks for sharing, Joy. I appreciate you. SaudiesDid.org. I don't know what that means. Was Jesus religiously or ethnically Jewish? I mean, that, ethnically, Judaism is identified as an ethnicity, or at least historically it was. A Reformed Judaism wanted to change that, as I've been reading up on it a little bit, and try to take that out of it. But you're born Jewish, and there's very few people convert to Judaism. They don't proselytize. They don't try to evangelize and add others. So historically, that's an argument that I'm not Jewish. So I'm not really qualified necessarily to weigh in on it. But yeah, I mean, being Jewish is both. It's a religion and an ethnicity, or maybe that's not the right word, but clearly it's passed down through families basically only. Trump is the worst, but Joe is determined to try to be the worst. Baby, thanks for the follow, Owen Harden. Why is it that religion people have such a lower divorce rate? Probably because they're scared of being punished for it. I don't know. Do they have a lower divorce rate? I don't know if that's true. I need to see that. I think the divorce rate is what it is, because they think it's a sin to get. They think it's a sin, and people stay because I mean, it is. You don't want to be excommunicated. Catholics for sure. They don't want to be excommunicated from the church, so they just put up with it. you know. And again, this is religion's way of controlling the people. You try to put rules on people and scare them with punishment so that they follow those rules. That's what religion is about for the people who run the religion. Estes, thanks for the follow. What do you say to people who still believe in the 7-day creation myth? I say, you're as dumb as a box of rocks. Definitely slow. We visited a creation camp out here in East Troy, and we took a bunch of atheists. And this was years ago, but it was our defining cause, and still kind of is, because the public school district sends kids on a science trip. Yeah, and this place has a 7-day science center with a 7-day, 7 different rooms, each with its own theater inside and a little show and a display on what happened on those 6 days. Obviously 6 days, not 7. But the public school sends kids there for a science trip. Yeah, it's fucked up. They don't teach them that actively, but they expose the kids to the camp where then they can go home and say, hey, this is a really great camp with zip lines and a pond and go fishing. Can I go there in the summer, Mom? And they go there in the summer and pay your money to have your kid go there. You actually sign a thing that says, you know, the mission of this camp is to spread the word of Jesus and have people come over to the dark side and believe in creationism. Not just a Christian camp where you might have church and you accept evolution. It's a fucking creationist camp. So anyway, we took a bunch of atheists there, and one of the guys in the group, like while he was listening to the dude saying, here's what we teach the kids who come here in the summer about the 7 days of creation. One guy raised his hand. He's like, do you teach other creation mythologies too, or just the myth from Genesis? And the guy, he couldn't, you know, he's talking to a whole bunch of people because we were all on like an open house kind of style tour. And the guy's like, no, just Genesis. And kind of left it at that. But that was awesome, man. Do you teach other myths too, or just Genesis? You Jew? Nice sentence, buddy. No, I'm not a Jew. I just said I wasn't Jewish. And I'm not a Zionist either. You know, people accuse me of that all the time. I don't get that. Like I'm somehow protecting Jews because I don't sit here and make fun of Jews like I do Christians and Muslims. But, you know, they quite frankly don't deserve it as much as those other groups of idiots do. What's up, Kevin Rubix? Our moderator. Hey, buddy. Zoe Girl Jackson boy. Peace pipe. Peace. Shoe. Not a lot of numbers. Use a lot of numbers. Use a lot of numbers. Ed Fritchie. Quint 1963. Carrie loves Skittles. Who doesn't love Skittles, my friend? The Sleevinator. Frank Bulpin. Sam Hill 33. Funny Lana. Hello. Zionist means protecting Israel. Yeah, exactly. I know what Zionism means. I don't give a shit about Israel. They got theirs. You know, Palestine got fucked. Give half back to the Palestinians tomorrow. Do you celebrate Little Candle Day like they celebrate in Little Candle Day? What's that? Do I blame the Jewish for making Christianity and Islam as their influence? Yeah, my video about Judaism, that's like all I could say bad about the Jewish people was that they're responsible for giving us Christianity and Islam. Thanks a lot, you fucking rabbis, you idiots. And then and ultra conservative rabbis empower creationists by insisting that the world is 6,000 years old, and then the ultra conservative Christians can point to that and be like, hey, see. So yeah, it all goes hand in hand. So thanks a lot for that. Thanks for the rose. Appreciate you. Hey, Torquemada and the dudes from the Santa Inquisition say hello. What's up? UB Rosario. I have no idea what that means. Torquemada. Judaism is kind of religion like. Yeah, I mean, it depends. There's some crazy ass hardcore conservative cults of Judaism still. But yeah, for the most part, they've given up on the God and heaven and hell nonsense. So you believe in science. I accept science. And when science questions itself, it changes. And then I accept what the experts have decided because I'm not a scientist. You know what I mean? Just like I don't question the plumber and I don't question the electrician when he says that I need to change something. My house is going to burn down. I don't question people who have spent their life working towards seeking the truth through scientific method. Believing in science, that's not a thing. You don't believe in science. Why does it bother you if other people believe in God? It doesn't. It bothers me that society perpetuates the indoctrination of children and is trying to enforce it on our government. I don't give a shit what you believe, pal. Finally alive on my FYP. That isn't someone talking about Christianity. Yeah, sorry about that. Pass the Parmesan. Hey, I got pizza here that's getting cold because I was like rushing to get on, you know? And so I didn't eat my dinner, you know, and I thought I was going to be, and then like I couldn't find the Bluetooth, and all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta go live, gotta get on, and here my dinner's getting cold. And I boiled I parboil Brussels sprouts, and then I finish them on the grill. Who loves Brussels sprouts? I know it's weird, right? But I do. World Davo, what's up, my friend? keep sending me those links and give me some notice. I will get on with you guys. Atheist United 0213. I believe in nothing. Awesome. You're a nihilist. I believe in pizza and Brussels sprouts. I just like to get fiber. You know what I mean? Hey, I love pizza. I love greasy food. But, I'm getting older. I got to watch my shit. I try to, make sure I get some fiber with my comfort food. That's really all that's about. You love Brussels sprouts? I know, right? There you go. Wubba, 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 dub. I like Brussels sprouts sweet, man. Thoughts on communism? I think everyone should try it once. Go to a kibbutz, live like that. And then, it leads to too much dictatorship and authoritarianism, and the bureaucracy takes over, and the people in charge of the bureaucracy end up with all the money. So it doesn't work in theory. It's a nice thing in theory, but people are too greedy. What do you say to Christians that bring up the eyewitness testimonies? I tell them they're full of shit. What do you mean? What eyewitness testimonies? There's not one. If there was, one of those assholes could have written it down or said something about it or dictated it, But no, it's silly. There's no. Your eyewitness testimonies are from the New Testament, right? From the Gospels, which were written 50, 60 years afterwards. You think they went and found those people? Hey, I know you're 110 now, but do you remember that day you saw Jesus resurrected? Tell us about that. No, none of that happened. Thoughts on new cryo boxes? Nah, what's that, man? I don't know. They got a fartpetrary. I love it. What's a new cryo box? I don't know what that is. So we can put ourselves in stasis and wake up when they cure what's wrong with us. Yeah, I got the Rick and Morty shirt on. Thanks, man. New t-shirt. I needed some new t-shirts bad. Witness to what? He's talking about witness to the resurrection and shit. Christians always bring it up. There were so many witnesses to the resurrection. Why? Because your book says there was? Honest to God, I can say shit myself and claim anything. It's just the Bible that doesn't mean anything. And people are like, oh, but it says in Corinthians. So what? That's Paul spinning it his way, trying to get churches going, trying to do his, he's the one who started Christianity, really. It's all down to Paul. What a dick. If I saw that guy on the road to Damascus, I'd run him over. Do you find it humorous or scary to see these televangelists acting like a fool? Oh, God. I watched a clip. Somebody put a clip of Osteen on Oprah, and Oprah was kind of taking him to task. He's like, people think televangelists are slick and greedy, and he's like, you know what? We just try to be the opposite of that. I'm like, you fucking liar. Nothing like a guy saying he's not slick while being the slickest thing ever. Probably was mistaken identity with regards to the resurrection. That's what Muslims believe. Muslims believe that that Jesus wasn't crucified and that they got a look-alike. I just read that. See you later. TMI. Bye. Thanks for preaching. You didn't follow the rules. Hey, buddy, what brought you the most joy today? Boy, probably this. Going live, I absolutely love it. I didn't have a great day at work and whatnot. But I love making my pizzas, make little homemade pizzas, and getting on the live with you fucking beautiful people, man. That just brings me so much joy, and I'm not being sarcastic. Absolutely love this. I find it funny while being scary that people believe that shit. Yeah, it's very scary. It should be. What's up, Nikolai? Nikolai Science. Follow our guy, Nikolai Science, on the talk. Love your lives. It's probably just Steven. What's up, man? Love you for being here. You got passion. Yeah, I'm just a fucking wacko, man. I get going. I can rant. I'm gonna make a pizza now too, guys. Nice. What's your default meat on a pizza? I'm living with a person who doesn't like pepperoni, right? I mean, I get it if you're a vegetarian, but if you're not a vegetarian and you choose sausage first over pizza, over pepperoni, you need your head examined. I like sausage too. Don't get me wrong, but pepperoni pizza, that's the thing, man. What do you think about Buddhism? Buddhism makes more sense than the Western philosophies, and it's nice that it's an atheistic religion. I think Buddhism's got its problems, believe me. No real topic, Street 72. Thanks. You got one? Bring it up, and I'll rant about it. It's not allowing you to ask a question. I wonder why.
I think they have to follow you.
Yeah, if you're not following me, but if she's saying there's a question box down there.
Oh,
I didn't think you saw it, the question box at all. Do you watch Solar Opposites? No, what's that? Radical Dimes asked. What's Solar Opposites? I don't know what that is. I'm looking for good shows right now. There's a dearth, my friend, an absolute scarcity of good shows on streaming TV right now. I think we're in an in-between time. Watching the teen drama Outer Banks, which is really not that bad. It's kind of fun. It's goofy, but easy on the eyes, and it's actually it's kind of fun. Isn't Hinduism similar to Buddhism a bit or not? Well, except for the fact that Hinduism has like 30 gods and Buddhism has none. Yeah, I mean, they're closely related geographically, and I think there's a lot of crossover there too, because Hinduism is very accepting of other philosophies, and a Hindu would tend to look at the Dalai Lama and I'm just talking here, I don't know for sure, but I think a Hindu would look at the Dalai Lama and give him a lot of credit and ask him, you know, do you think that you're the reincarnation of God? And they would give that some thought and some credence. Yeah, it's very juvenile. It's obviously aimed at teenagers. But yeah, Dexter. I went through Dexter when it was live, when it was coming on. Christians, yeah, what about them? You know, I know a few good ones, just not too many. Yeah, we're on YouTube through StreamYard, Nick. Thanks. Marjorie Conover, 21. Thanks for being here. If I missed your name and I missed giving you a toot out, and you want one, I'll let you know. But I get talking and I can't see them all. There he goes, Phoenix Jag. Skateboard, Phoenix Jag again. Dominic Toretto, religion dying or growing? Religion is dying, especially in the West. I think Islam's getting a little bigger right now. They're behind that curve, but the roller coaster is going to get to the top and it's going to go. Especially, wait how long? See how long the Taliban actually is able to last in a country as big as Afghanistan, where people they're not really going to like that very much. I don't think. Is that a boa in the background? Looks awesome. Yeah, if you haven't seen my my video on if Jesus was gay, I literally went around and found all the rainbow stuff I could to do costumes, and that boa was one of them. Got it at Party City, the great Party City. Who doesn't love Party City? Big shout out for Party City. Good candy at Party City. You should watch Afterlife with Ricky Gervais. All right, I'll check that out. What about the Middle East religion is growing? Yeah, like I said, I think Islam might be growing right now, technically, because they have a lot of kids and they indoctrinate them. And but it's hard to get real accurate numbers when people are afraid of getting their heads cut off for saying that they're not Muslim. So the polls are likely a little bit skewed there. Do you think there will be any religion in the future? If we make it that far, sooner or later, there will be only cults left of people who are just too needy to stop believing. But no, I think sooner or later, religion will basically die out. So you don't believe in God. This guy's sharp. Was the Bible written over 1,000 span? And why do Christians use that as a debate? What does that mean? It was definitely written over at least 1,000-year span, more like 1,800 years probably, from 1500 BC or so, or BCE, excuse me, to about 300 CE. I think it's the numbers they put it at now. Islam have high fertility rates. Yeah, somebody came out right out and told me they were going to outbreed us all. And like, yeah, that's a great tactic. Maybe it'll work some places. Why don't you believe in God? Because it's a silly, intellectually lazy concept, and I'm too much of a thinker for that, my friend. There's no evidence for that. The Bible was lost during the Dark Ages. Lost? I think they found it, my friend. Biden's doing great, huh? Yeah, really great. I'm no Biden guy, and I'm not really paying attention. I hope we get through to the point where we can get a young person in office with new ideas, fresh ideas, someone who's got a little energy, someone who's got some thinking out of the box going on. Biden to me just looks like a caretaker. And thank you, black people got Biden, elected. Otherwise we might have had another candidate. But black women in America saved us from Trump, so I can't bitch too much, even though they stuck us with Biden. But he seems trustworthy to them, and I get that. But he was the candidate. This should be all right. R.Y. Mort. See, I got my Rick and Morty. R.Y. Mort. I can tell that's a Rick and Morty, right? It's laggy. That's weird. Looks back. Jonathan Beatty. Michael Knows. What's up, Michael Knows? But guys really shouldn't expect. Yeah, they don't. I mean, if there's a creator, it's not a deity that deserves or expects praise. It's somebody like a terraforming alien who is able to create a terrarium that ended up spawning life. And why Muslims IQ average 81? Is it because his average is that right? That's terrible. That's racist, my friend. Muslims average IQ 81. Maybe, I don't know. Favorite U.S. president? I would say JFK. My favorite U.S. president is Millard Fillmore, just for the name. I don't know. I've lived in favorite president in my lifetime, probably Clinton. He got dirty sex. I like dirty sex in the Oval Office, and my name is Bill Clinton, and I'm here to work for the government, and you shouldn't care what I'm sticking in my behind when it's off hours. You know what I mean? But he balanced the budget. It's the last time that happened. To me, the president of my lifetime, I think I don't. JFK was dead when I was in the womb. So I don't know. Well, JFK had problems. History has mythified JFK to a point that I probably don't think he deserved. But at least he didn't bring his Catholicism to the table, right? He believed in evolution. He believed in geographical age. He believed in education. He believed in separation of church and state. The worst U.S. president, yeah. And I wasn't around for Andrew Johnson, or who's the asshole, Harding. And Hoover and people like this who fucked us up bad. The worst president of my lifetime, clearly the Agent Orange was the worst president of my lifetime. What an embarrassment to the world. If you take God's gender as allegorical, that would make them gender fluid. Yeah, maybe. Pangender. Do you smoke? I love marijuana. I'm a big fan. I gave it up, and I've gotten high a couple of times since February, when I really gave it up for like 4 or 5 months straight just to get over because I was, it's not really addictive. It's psychologically habit forming. Say that, and I loved it. So yeah, but I don't use tobacco. Only people who want to die young use tobacco. And it's too bad about Trump. I think probably he did some decent things, and history might show that he did some decent things as far as saving us money, this and that. But he was just such a boob, such an embarrassment, and such a narcissist and basically a sociopathic person that how do you have a president that offends the entire world? I'm not into this protectionism, this isolationism, this America first. We're not going to be able to avoid this becoming a world economy, and we need to fucking have a president who's a diplomat and is able to get along with the rest of the world. Franklin or Theo Roosevelt. I know a guy who thinks Franklin Roosevelt was the worst president. And these are guys who are libertarians, and Franklin Roosevelt, yeah. Maybe he pulled us out of the Depression. Maybe World War II did it with the industrial military complex I was talking to with the Danish dumpling earlier about is such a hideous thing in America. But, if you look back at the recessions, we've all been bailed out of every recession throughout history with a war. And, Roosevelt instituted socialism in America on a scale that it hadn't been seen before. And so if you're not a fan of that, if you're a capitalist or a libertarian, you don't think Roosevelt was as great as people crack him up to be. But again, a guy like that who brought us through the Depression, was a gentle soul, died in office of a shitty disease. He's going to be romanticized in history, and that's what happened. I thought, look at Bush. People like Bush now better than they ever did when he was in office. It's just history is kind to presidents. Should D.C. or Puerto Rico be states? If they want to be, it should be up to the residents there to decide that. I don't know why not. Puerto Rico may as well be a state. You go there, and there's a KFC on the corner. And a 7-Eleven, and they may as well have a right to vote for the changes that happen there, and instead of being a territory where we just get to do what we want. But I'm not really qualified to talk about that kind of stuff. I'm not a political genius. I'm not a poli-sci guy. Been to Puerto Rico lots of times, love it. And I used to, 50 is just such a nice number. It's like, why do we need to fuck with that? But then again, now I'm like, who cares? 50, 51, 53, who gives a shit? They needed to have equal representation if they're going to be a part of the union, like they functionally are. Carolina girl joined. Thanks for joining, baby. Funny ma'am, V2 joined. War is hell. 51, yeah, it is. Jen, Michigan. Radical Dimes, no problem. Sudhir Patel, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Sudhir Patel? Socialism or capitalism? Capitalism with a dash of socialism, my friend. That's what we have, and when it works well, it works well. So to me, that's that's the best thing that can go on capitalism with checks and regulations to keep the greedy fucks from gathering all the coins on their side of the table and letting the rest of us swing, and having the bubble burst every 20 years or 5 years or like it's gonna again pretty soon. Much love, Started Squash. What's up, Started Squash? Much love, my dude. I just want free healthcare. Yeah, how about it? And then the guys, well, that's not free. You pay for it with your taxes. Okay, well, good. You pay for it with something. You may as well have it be part of your taxes, so it's just done, and you don't get shocked with a massive bill when you got to go to the hospital. It's embarrassing that a country this rich can't figure out a way to have socialized health like the rest of the developed world. It's embarrassing that we can't take care of our people. Is voluntary cannibalism ethical? What does that mean? Like, I allow you?
Yeah, if you can allow other people to eat you, I guess.
If you're gonna allow other people to eat me, I've allowed people to eat me. It's actually kind of nice. Oh no, but yeah, I don't know what the hell that means. Voluntary cannibalism. I mean, society. If you're on an island and you got your own government, and cannibalism is legal, then that's the morality in that society. That's if you don't like it, move to a different country. Land of the free only if you can afford it. Yeah, land of the free. Don't want to pay the fire department when they show up to put out your fire. No, you don't. You don't want to pay to send your kids to public school, and you don't want to pay to have your garbage collected. That was a good one. What's up, Betty Florence? We were all thinking that gutter thought. I know, I'm that guy, right? I say the gutter thought that everybody's thinking. I'll take a quick bite of the old, look at that. Pepperoni and mushrooms, man. I don't have any patience for people who don't like mushrooms. Mushrooms are fucking fantastic. Benjamin Netanyahu, conservative dick. What's up, Nick? Thanks for sharing the live. Sorry for chewing in your faces, people. Never tried mushrooms. Wow. Oh, you mean the drug? Oh, you should do that too. But yeah, mushrooms. Ooh, one of my favorite things to eat. They're fucking fantastic. All different kinds. My 18th birthday is on Saturday, and I hope my aunt pitches my face cheeks. I have been missing. Happy 18th birthday, Donna Kelly Buster. Love you. Thanks for being here. One more Trump of any kind, and I'm out. Are you going to Canada, or are you in Canada? Atheists United. Any kind of Trump. Yeah, no Trump is a good. The only good Trump is a Trump that's out of office. Leave the 3 F's off pizza: fish, fruit, and fungus. Sorry, 2 F's. I don't even mind the anchovies on a pizza. Fruit, yeah, it doesn't belong on a pizza. I'll agree with you there. I'll probably try shrooms during my last days. Are you talking about like psychedelic mushrooms? Really not that big of a deal. Go do it. Watch Fantastic Fungi on Netflix. You going to Canada? Yeah, we should all go to Canada. Southern Canada, anyway. Fucking cold up there, dude. Paul Stamets. What's up? Rita Morgan. Hey, from South Carolina. Anonymous Povs 12. Yeah, I saw your governor talking. South Carolina's got an abundance of both common sense and what else? Talking about how they're not going to institute a mask policy, even though South Carolina's like blowing up with the Delta variant. Agnostic Atheist Ashton, what's up, my guy? Hello. UK, what's up? Talia Matalo. Hiya, and Survivor. Hey, and Survivor. Yeah, I remember you. Acoustic neuroma? Is that what it is? The old memory works sometimes. I'm from Toronto, by the way. Yeah, cool. Toronto. I gotta visit Toronto. Thanks, Sudhir Patel. I didn't know that. Too close to Toronto to not have gone. I hear it's a beautiful place. Would you enter a debate with a religious person? No, I don't like debating religious people. I'd rather like go down and find a nice concrete wall and bash my fucking head against it for a while. Yeah, you do. Everybody gets a train whistle if I happen to see you. Hello from Northeast Oklahoma. Mental health gardening. Love you. Thanks for being here. TT2223. Can you shout out the IRA for all hard work during COVID? Yeah, who's the IRA? There's a shout out. What's that mean? Do you know, Jake? Can you shout out the IRA for all hard work during COVID? Tell me what the IRA. That's Gus Lennon, 94. I gave it a shout out, but I don't really know what it is.
I just noticed that. I don't know. Individual retirement account.
Anonymous Povs 12. God loves you. You are kicked off the train. Thank you. Goodbye. You'll never see that again. Them again. You get blocked too, because we don't want to get reported for nothing, and we're tired of that happening. Would I ever become a vegetarian or a vegan? I really admire vegetarians and vegans, and I love good vegetarian food. Veganism is nonsensical to me. I don't get not eating eggs. Give me a fucking break. But for health reasons, I don't have any issue with vegetarianism. I just don't think that I could do it. I love tasty meat too much. But I do try to keep it to a minimum. I honestly do. And I try to get organically grown and responsibly raised. And I don't eat a lot of beef. I think beef needs to go away because we farm Irish Republican Army or individual retirement account. I don't know. Has the Irish Republican Army been working hard during COVID? Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, use the question box down at the bottom if you want it to stay there. Proud vegan. All right. Well, good for you. For health reasons, I can't argue with it. It's much better for you. And you probably live longer. At what age you became an atheist? Why? I became an atheist after I was 16 or 17. Through my college years, moved my way through spirituality, and then just realized that obviously none of that shit exists. It's just people being romantic with their evolved brains, trying to make sense of the universe and the sense of wonder that we have here. But there's no evidence for any of that shit. So why believe it? Live your life as if things that don't appear to exist don't exist, and you'll be a lot happier. I would become vegetarian, but for vegan, I can't because of my ED. I don't know what that means. Eggs are chicken periods. What is some tasty periods? They're too useful to cook with. Eggs are fucking protein. Yeah. Evolution means the chicken came before the egg. Random facts. All right. Kevin answers that age-old riddle. My dad slapped my face because I asked him who died and came back when I was a kid. He slapped your face for that? Did you punch him in the throat? Did you kick him in the nuts? Sorry to hear that, Betty Florence. Getting slapped in the face by your parents is ugly. Corn Pop is back. What's up, Corn Pop? That's an awesome name. If there is no meat in the meat, there is nothing exciting to look. If there's no meat in the meal, there's nothing exciting to look forward to. That's kind of like how I am. But I love Indian food, and I could eat if my vegetarian meals were like a Thai curry or an Indian curry all the time. And I cook a lot of that stuff, but to cook it every day is like tiring. I don't. But I could eat vegetarian if it was always that tasty. But you're right. In general, I do that. I make sliders. When I make hamburgers, I make them little, so I don't eat a lot, and it gets the umami. And that craving gone, and then I'll eat like sides of veggies and some starch and shit. George Carlin, omelets are chicken abortions, all right. Never heard that one. Thanks for sharing the live, AN Survivor. Appreciate you so much. I feel like I'm being shadow blocked still. The follows have gone way down. Been stuck on a number for a long time now, and I used to when I would do these lives, and they're attended about the same. The people that come on the lives, it hasn't really dropped, but I don't get the follows afterwards. I used to get 300-400 new followers after every live, and now it's like 5-10. Google literally slapped me, but he just asked me not to ask stupid questions. Google. I guess in a way, I guess you could look at that as a stupid question, but not sure you deserve a slap. Nashville Amy, what's up? I meant steak, lobster, bacon. Ooh, yeah, bacon. See, who doesn't like bacon? I know vegetarian Jews who eat bacon. It's just once in a while. It's just too goddamn good. Prob, you are Roblox. Yo, my Catholic parents laugh. What? What about your Catholic parents? Radical Dimes. Follow to Ragnar on Twitch. Follow Torak Nova on Twitch. I'm trying to. Follow Torak Nova on Twitch. All right, thanks for sharing the live video. Got through that one. That's a hell of a handle there, my friend. I never ate bacon because I was raised in a religious family. Really? A Jewish family? I mean, Christians eat bacon like it's going out of style. Dawn's Twilight followed the host. Thank you, Dawn's Twilight. Love you. Dirty Hen. We were just talking about you and your periods. Brussing your balls. Bruce and Muslim. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, we don't think of that here because we don't meet as many Muslims. But yeah, Muslims, but it's because Momo copied the Torah. Yeah, he really did. I'm reading the Quran now, and like nothing could be more obvious. other than that he was obsessed with punishing non-believers, obsessed with telling us that God is all-knowing and he sees everything, and he basically copied Torah law as far as what you can eat and who you can talk to. I've been in a Catholic church service once in my life. Weird and uncomfortable experience. I've been to several Catholic church services. Too fucking long. I was raised in a mainline Protestant church. If church went over an hour, the most pious believer in that church started getting upset. Church is a fucking hour. If the preacher started going longer than an hour, people were like looking at their watches and shit, man. It's like, you know what? We got things to do, buddy. The farm needs tend to do. There's football on. Wrap it up. Wrap it the fuck up. And that's how it should be. Church, if you're going to go, should be a fucking hour. That's it. There's so many verses for women that was pretty horrible. Yeah, Muslims would often use dumb excuses. Yeah. I'm reading it right now. I got to the point where I found a verse about how God made men superior to women. That's the other thing. That like Muhammad was like only talking to a room full of men all the time. You can see him down at the club, like the Little Rascals Club with a sign on the door, no girls, with the R spelled backwards because he was illiterate. And he's in there talking shit to men about, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. And dude's going, yeah, oh yeah, you're so right, man. I can get divorced 4 times, but 5, that's out. Just so dumb. Thanks, Betty. I love you too. Religions think women should be subservient to men. Well, Western religions do. You go to Hawaii and it's not that way. They worship women. When the female, the feminine divine is alive and well in many native cultures. And again, that's another reason that it's embarrassing that Christians go around and evangelize and go around and do missionary works, the new colonization, trying to get rid of these native religions that are so much more beautiful and intuitive and intricate and tied to the culture. But no, they're no good. Jesus came for all of you, and you need to get rid of your volcano goddess, who actually, that god has the power to kill you when he blows his top. So I don't get it. No, I haven't been they were mostly English with Latin put in there, Jay. Is it you that asked that question, or did somebody ask that?
No, it was me. I didn't want to forget.
Yeah. No, that's all right. Quran verses about the perspectives on women. Yeah, bad. Bless my heart. Thank you. The volcano goddess Pele. She could detach her vagina and send it on missions. Now that's a religion you want to believe in, right? If you're going to pray to a goddess, pray to a god. Please. How many teenage boys are, please dispatch your vagina to me tonight, please, Pele. That's what was up in Hawaii. Go to Hawaii, man. I've been to Hawaii 4 or 5 times. It's fucking beautiful. What is the worst religion that you have read? I haven't read them all, but I don't think there's a worse religion than the big 2, Islam and Christianity. They're just the worst out of all of them. Those 2 are the worst, and you got to hand it to Islam. They just they win by a nose. Especially now with what we see going on in Afghanistan. It reinforces the fact that no religion breeds violence and genocide and atrocities on a world scale like the religion of peace that Muhammad started. So thanks a lot for that, buddy. Go ahead, bud.
I'll say if you include cults, it changes a little bit.
I guess, but cults. The Jonestown cult, that was pretty ugly. There was the aliens that killed themselves in California, yeah. But Scientology, but it's such a small scale. It's like if you're stupid enough to fall into one of those, social Darwinism, right? All religions confused to degrees. Christianity and Islam, people can't escape it because of the historical indoctrination, generational indoctrination going on, and nobody in my world would question Christianity was growing up. I grew up in the country in America. It was Protestant. We knew very few Catholics. We didn't know any Jews. Jews were obviously accepted, and we learned about Judaism because they're like the crazy uncle that Christians have to take care of, because it's all part of the same myth arc, so you can't really diss them, even though they don't really like them, but everybody really was Christian, and that's your whole world. That's everything you see and everything so you can't escape it. If you joined a cult, because you just were looking for something and you joined a stupid cult because you didn't do your research or you got fooled, that you can't put that up there with the worst religions because they're just not big enough. Heather Mack joined. Heather Mack. Oh, congratulations. Your last church service is over. Heather Mack, my girl, joined and attended her last.
Looks like we're getting some internet issues.
If you're going to lose your connection, you'd think it would be a poor connection when it comes back. So sorry if it's lagging. I'm sorry about that. I know you had to join again, Heather. But yeah, congratulations to you. I'm excited for you. Can't wait to hear what goes on next in your life and your escape from crazy ass Pentecostal religion. Right? What's stupider than Pentecostal? Pentecostal churches. The first time I went to one, I was like, "What?" I watched the whole show. They did a whole show on how rock and roll was evil and the work of the devil, and we just went because we were in college. We were like, "Let's go see this. This has got to be funny," because we all loved rock and roll, right? We dressed up like freaks and punks, and we went to this church. And no one said anything about the way we were dressed. They just let us sit there, watch this guy rag on Santana and rag on Judas Priest and rag on whoever he was going to rag on. And then their Christian band came out and did the thing. And at the end of the service, they all like stood up and like put their hands up and they started crushing towards the front of the church, right? And we're like in the row, we're in the pews, and the people around us were just like, and literally me and my 4 buddies like beat it out the side door when that started happening. Fast as we fucking could. I mean, we were gone. We were like, you know what, dude? I am not going to get crushed up into the front of this fucking crowd of freaks. We were gone. Did the Romans really have accounts of Jesus? No, I don't think they did. No, the Josephus testimony, it was a Jewish Jew who wrote down his shit, and it's been basically shown to be a forgery. Theists will never be disappointed. First they die, then you're right. They won't be disappointed. So again, we're not here trying to change people's faith. If you want to be a faithful Christian, then that's your problem. Quit teaching it to children before they can question it, and keep it the fuck out of my government and out of my schools. Where did you got this? What's so iconic? Thank you. Iconic. Thank you. It's become a brand. Really love it. I'm glad I thought of it. I got it on Amazon. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I never saw one in the store, so I had to get it on Amazon. It costs like $7, man. Christians are just jealous rock and roll is cooler than anything. Yeah, what's stupid? What's up, Matt in the Hat? Didn't see you join. What's shittier than Christian rock? Name 5 things shittier than Christian rock. Just go ahead and do it. Try to do it. Give me 5 right now. You can't do it. Christian rock is like the worst. And if you go to like I do, if you drive back and forth and I'm sweating, it's hot and with headphones on, just dripped on my glasses. If you drive like I do to the Bible Belt and you go through the billboards and you go through you get through a part of the country where there's only country stations or Christian stations, they're radio stations just dedicated to Christian music. How disgusting is that? I mean, it's the worst. I'd rather listen to the country stations, and that's saying something. Lashbug, only actual shit. Sabaton, what's Sabaton? Is that a Christian band? I don't know any of that shit. It's the worst when you actually hear the music and the lyrics. You're like, this is the cheesiest fucking shit. Ice Capades, that's all I got. What? Worse than the Ice Capades. We used to have to go, and I was all right with it. We were kids. My parents dragged us to the circus, dragged us to the Ice Capades. I think my grandma was behind that. She loved that shit. German Christian rock. What do they do? And just like sing to God in German. Oh mein Gott in Himmel, ich liebe dich mit meiner ganze Körper. Fuck German Christian rock. My dad had several Striper albums, and they kind of slapped, minus the lyrics. Yeah, the lyrics, that's what I mean. Gets me. I get it. And I've actually heard, I worked for the guy who lives here in town from Skillet. You guys know Skillet? That's a Christian band, and their music's not all that bad. And it's, even the lyrics aren't as offensively stupid. It's pretty churchy. But I worked with a guy, and I'm like, hey, you got a CD for me? I'll listen to it, because I'm an open-minded guy. Christian polka. At least, polka, I think I'd rather have Christian polka than Christian rock, honestly. Religion is a cunning way to gain power. Yes, not even that cunning. You don't have to be terribly cunning to take advantage of foolish people. As, what's the guy? The circus guy? P.T. Barnum said, yeah. Bratwurst, Schnitzel, Sauerkraut. Is that feedback? Did I yell too loud? Yeah, Skillet. Yeah, you don't know Skillet? Yeah, the guy's here. in town. John Cooper's his name. That was my first concert to go to. What was? Yeah, the Skillet guy, and then he did a video I saw on TikTok, or not on TikTok, on the Twitter, where he was when we had the Kenosha riots. He was one of those guys with a machine gun. He had an automatic weapon stand out in front of his house, ready to smoke some black people if they came down and tried to loot and burn by him. And he was talking about how he was so sad that he might have to kill the people that he prayed for. How fucking hypocritical can you possibly be? This asshole. He was born rich too. He's entitled. Cooper's a famous name in Kenosha, and he lived in he's a single guy who doesn't make a lot of money at Skillet. There's no way he could. But I just know that he inherited, a trust fund because he lives in one of the biggest mansions in the whole town, and he's able to do whatever he wants with his life. And here he is dedicating his life to a fucking superstition. And then he's going to go and live a life of potential violence when in reality, Jesus told him to turn the other cheek, right? And he should have, when the rioters came to burn his house down, he should give him his garage to burn down too, if he was a real Christian. For some reason, I feel like a monster. Why? Dominic Toretto, tu parli italiano, mi amico. Why do you feel like a monster, man?
Oh.
Patrick 98. Love you guys. Thanks for joining. What's up on YouTube? No questions, Jay?
No.
Devour the Day. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Devour the Day is another Christian Catholic band. Catholic band, that's new. I don't think I know many Catholic bands. Can't tell if your connection or mine. No, it's mine. It's been, for whatever reason, it's I have a good connection, and all of a sudden it tells me I lost it, and it comes right back instantly. So I don't know. The only song I like from them is called Respect. All right. Pothead Papa. What's up, Pothead Papa? Thanks for being here, my friend. Smoke one from me, my friend. Demon Hunter 2 metal should not be Christian. Yeah, it's like, don't you think like Christian musicians like co-opted metal when metal really should leave religion out of metal. D-Max 069 joined. What's up, D-Max? What are you doing tonight? What do you got for me, my friend? Anything? Westville kid. Oh, not Westboro. It's Westboro Baptist Church, right? Westville. Whenever I think West something, Westtown, Westville, Westboro, it always brings into mind those touch holes at the Westboro Baptist Church. What was South Park's band? Christ Plus One, I think, was it? I'm not a big South. You know what it is, Jay?
Yeah, Christ Plus One.
Christ Plus One. That's funny. Atheist United. Yeah, I don't see enough South Park. I should go back and watch South Park on Hulu or wherever I can find it. Siloam was a Christian rock band that I used to listen to. I'm still having trouble finding 5 things worse than Christian rock. You guys have named a couple things, but nah, it's right up there. Takes the prize for bad.
No, it's Faith Plus One.
Faith Plus One, not Christ Plus One. Is Westboro active? I think so. I think I saw a video where Foo Fighters. Who loves Foo Fighters? I love Dave Grohl. I'm not huge into their music, but I love Dave Grohl. To me, Renaissance man, just a great thinker, great guy. They trolled the Westboro Baptist, unless it was an old video. They did a concert where the Westboro Baptist Church came out and protested their concert, and they got on a truck and like went out and trolled them and like played disco music. They played. Jesus channel, no. Thanks, Gold Tooth. Gold Tooth with an F. Anonymous trolled the Church of Scientology. Sweet. Oliver Niehaus, what's up, my bud? How you been, Oliver? The genius 18-year-old. Glad to see you're back. on the talk, and appreciate you joining. The dude's got like 800,000 followers. He's a big dog. And if you want common sense and educated talk, follow Oliver Niehaus. At 18 years old, I was like wasting my time, and this guy's like holding forth on politics and anything you can think, any topic you can think of. It's like this dude, like he knows something about it. I'm like, wow, dude, how you get so smart at 18 and so well spoken, so streamlined with your efforts on the talk. I was just like, I don't know, at 18 I was like smoking weed and chasing babes. I don't think I really did much more than that back then. So thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here, my bud. He's just up the road from us in Milwaukee, my friend. We're gonna have to get together and do something one of these times when if COVID ever goes away. Thinking about organizing events. I've done a little bit of that, and the atheist movement was full of fun events for a while, and they just kind of fell off the radar because they were all the same. Same 10 guys, same 60, 80 bucks. That who's gonna keep on paying to go to a different city to see the same 10 speakers, gripe about religion. But I think if we kick them up a notch and make it more about music and comedy and partying, I think we can get some secular events going again. And I'd be interested in that. So I got some ideas that I'm going to hatch. If anybody wants to get with me on that, then, please just message me. And we can talk about doing something. The South Park episode trying to get Tom Cruise to come out of the closet. Tom Cruise set your gaydar off, does he? Top Gun, pretty gay, pretty heavy-handed with the sweaty male bodies together in the military playing volleyball, kind of just like a little bit homoerotic. Top Gun, so yeah, I can see it. The Heiny Hole. What's up, Heiny Hole? That's right. Are you licking me? My dog is licking my elbow. I got Ginger, the faithless user. Can you come up, Ginger? Come here. Wait, there she is. Oh, Ginger. Yeah, she doesn't sit still for long. I think I'm finally done packing now. I can actively watch the live. Well, what the hell? Girl, you're going to be up all night. Watch the live and pack when you're done. Sausage fest. Yeah, definitely a sausage fest if you're into that kind of thing. Glistening, hard bodies of men on a Navy base. When did you come out as baby boomer? What does that mean? I'm a boomer, technically. It's sad to say, but yeah, born in '64. I think you can put me in that category. The last year of the boom, my friends. I think I just spoke in the fourth person. All right, you've invented a new person to speak in. What's the time? The time is 9:07. I already been at this for an hour, over an hour. You can ride my tail anytime. All right, thank you, Honey Hole. Appreciate that. Simpsons 637 join. Hey ho, hey Johanne. Hey Johanne, join. That South Park episode is when Stan becomes involved in Scientology. I got to watch more South Park. I love it. Whenever I see it, I'm like, this is genius shit. But I was never, when it was on, it was not on my schedule. I wasn't around when the new episodes are coming out. And now I don't have time. I don't have time to sit and watch shit on Hulu. Oh, you're right. That is a... You can ride my tail anytime. I don't think so. I think it's you can be my wingman anytime. You can't, isn't it? But maybe you can ride my tail. Has been in there. That's funny, dude. Okay, I will never thumbs down you to church. Lol. I don't think I can do it right now. I just gotta. Not sure what you're saying there, Oxy dude. What's up, Oxy dude? You like Oxy? Don't get addicted, my friend. Hello, by the light of the salt lamp from Kenosha. My city mate, by the light of the salt lamp, is here joining us. Yes, that's two of us in here, right here in Kenosha. Kenosha, the Potawatomi word for pike, like northern pike, the fish. Trivia for you, my friend. Yeah, wingman. Yeah, you can't handle his. You can't handle his tail. Where'd Jack Nicholson go? He got old. He's not dead yet. I think he's retired. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle his tail. You'd be surprised, my friend. I've handled a little tail in my day. This isn't my first rodeo. Brookbot 1. What's up? Thanks for joining. Mate, if you don't want to fight me, queen, queen, king, queen, queen, la, la, I love you, dude, too, la, la. What? Oh, he's on TikTok. Who's on TikTok, Nick? Jack Nicholson is immortal. He did play the devil, famously, right? Maybe he is immortal. Mr. Dabalina. I'm surprised kids know who Jack Nicholson is now. Google Tarantino Top Gun. Great analysis. Yeah. Too bad about Tony Scott, director of Top Gun. You know, he made a few good movies. Not as many good ones as his brother Ridley, but Tony Scott famously jumped off a bridge, killed himself. Jack Nicholson does funny bits on TikTok. Shut up. Really? Is that real? Thanks for the microphone, buddy. Appreciate you. Have you watched Interstellar? That's the Matthew McConaughey thing. Is that what that is? I think I kind of watched it and didn't love it. A little bit too preachy in some way, wasn't it? The woman who played the lead in that has hit the wall. Has hit the wall hard. I don't remember who played the lead in Interstellar. Okay, bye, honey hole. You leaving? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Michelle Lee Traveling. Thanks, Michelle Lee Traveling, for the roses. Good evening, and I love you. If you and I have a good day tomorrow, I will be home in Fort Rica. If you'd like to come to the devil. Okay, Oxy dude, you are crazy, man. Pastor announced I'm leaving tomorrow, and everyone gasped in shock. They're all so scared for you. Yes, you're going to go to college. You're going to be exposed to woke culture. Oh, no. Learning. There's learning afoot, young Simpson. That's crazy. People are shocked that they're scared for you, that you're going to go. Yes, you're going to get exposed to the secular world. Man, are you psyched? Ooh, are you psyched? They have no idea. The life of sin is definitely ahead of you, and no one could be happier than me for that. Thanks, buddy. Bot Thomas 04, like your stuff. Thanks, like you, man. Thanks for being here. You should watch the discussion between cosmologist Akin Guth and Nobel laureate Penrose. Discuss any movies to watch at 5 in the morning. What did I watch recently that I would recommend? It was pretty cool. I liked Gunpowder Milkshake. That was fun on Netflix. Look up that one. Gunpowder Milkshake with my girl Lena Headey from Game of Thrones, Cersei from Game of Thrones, who I just love. That kid's a beautiful woman. And a bunch of women. It's a bunch of women kicking ass. Got Angie Bassett chewing the scenery as usual. Got Michelle Yeoh, who I've always loved. These are aging stars now. Michelle Yeoh, famously a Bond girl back in the day, and now she's like, if you make a movie and you need like an old Chinese kung fu lady, you got Michelle Yeoh. She's there for you. Beautiful woman, great actress. How old are you, man? I'm old as a fucking hill. I'm so old. I dated your granny. She was hot. I'm 57. Thanks, Spartacus. I know I don't look it. Have you watched True Detective season? Yeah, True Detective season 1 was great. Matthew McConaughey, famously a theist, plays a great atheist character with some great atheist lines. We tell ourselves shit we know couldn't possibly be true just to get whatever it is when they go to the tent revival, and he's like making fun of the Christians in there. Yeah, True Detective season 1, a great piece of HBO. I love fucking HBO. What's better than HBO? Name 5 things better than HBO right now. Christian rock, not one of them. Me and the devil are doing the same thing. Well, I don't think I can do the Pope thing, but I'm just, dude. I love you, Oxy, dude. You are just rambling. I don't have any idea what you're talking. Ginger Snorlax, what's up? The Snorlax is here. Love you, buddy. What was fantastic? The Only Lane is back. 57 ain't old. That's my parents' age. Yeah, I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your fucking ass. Pizza Rush. That's it. Yeah, you're a Rush guy, aren't you? We talked about that. Heard me some Rush. I wish they'd play different Rush. You know, when we hear Rush on the radio, it's like you get the classic rock station on, and they're like, "Oh, Tom Sawyer." It's the same old five. So, living in the limelight, the universal dream. But I was and put my fucking Geddy Lee nose on. The fucking wine. But yeah, you know, great musicianship. Never been a Rush guy, but you gotta love Rush. And they're done, right? They're done. They're not going to be back since the death of Neil Peart, one of the best drummers ever, if not the best drummer in rock and roll. The only good thing religion has brought for me is the Sister Act. Yeah, I don't know. They play like 5 songs from Rush, you know. Yeah, Neil Peart was the best. Yeah, the Matthew McConaughey detective show. Yeah, it was great. I love Matthew McConaughey. I absolutely got a man crush on Matthew McConaughey. I think he's got a great sense of humor. It's too bad he's like a weirdo who believes in he believes in like some weird god that he made up in his head. Do you touch base with the guy who's interested in purchasing the Pope from the devil? What? Purchasing the Pope from the devil, like the devil owns the Pope? That's easier to believe than Christian dogma. I don't know. I still don't know what you're talking about, my dude. Irish Boy 99. What inspired the theme of your TikTok? Thanks, Michelle. Well, the theme of the Atheist Underground has been around longer than TikTok's been around. We started the podcast like 5 years ago now. I've only got 26 episodes out because they're so highly produced the way I do them. But you can find them all at atheistunderground.com. You can find them all on iTunes and Spotify. But the Atheist Underground was conceived as a virtual railway, moving people around to different sectors of the atheist movement: humanism, secularism, rationalism, mythicism, free thought, whatever people call themselves, agnosticism, atheism. All of the labels is what we started. We make a different stop and then talk to people about that and kind of theme the show around that. So that, when the Atheist Underground was always conceived as a railroad, like the London Underground is the name of the subway in London. And so a big Anglophile, spent some time living in London, didn't I? And, so I thought that's fun. Somebody just suggested the name out of the blue, Atheist Underground. I'm like, I like that. And it sounds like a train to me. And then later on, I thought, well, you know what? It also sounds like the Underground Railroad, right? That ushered slaves out of, in secret, out of the South and into the North through a network of, secret contacts and safe houses. And I figured, we're an atheist organization ushering people out of psychological slavery. So yeah, I co-opted that. Yeah, call me a cultural appropriator. I don't give a fuck. I liked it. We went with the train theme when we started the TikTok. I just figured I'd go for it and do like a train engineer theme. And now the hat and the whistle have just become iconic, as one of my followers like to say tonight. I love that. Thank you very much. But it's just become a brand, now people recognize it so much and get a kick out of it. So I really can't let it go, my friend. I surgically attached to my lip. I just be hanging there. So greetings from Soviet Union. I'm pretty sure the Soviet Union is not a thing anymore, my friend. Where you at? Oh, and somebody got blocked. Thanks, Steve, for joining. Didn't see your idiot comment go by that made you get blocked, but see you later. Oh, you love London, Heather. You gotta go. You gotta go. London, so romantic, so fucking awesome, so steeped in history. I miss London. I was back once, but I went to I took a term of school. We went on a seminar to London for a term when I was a senior, and it was just a fucking blast. Talk about straight A's without doing any work. Worked in a pub, You miss Paris? Yeah. You know what? I keep thinking to myself, I need to get more French under my belt, but it's getting late. I'm gonna just go to Paris, fucking deal with it, and I understand enough to not embarrass myself. My favorite color is green. I'm a horticulturalist. Thank you for asking, Sasha. 081, 08I, 08I. Excuse me, Sasha. Thanks for asking. Always been my favorite color. Love this time of year. Dripping with life is August. Verdant, lush. It's just the best, man. What about Dr. Collins? Have you heard of his story? No, I don't know who Dr. Collins is. Mate, London is the best movie ever. Satan, lol, I don't know how to do. I love you. Oxy, dude, are you high, buddy? Sasha. Ha. That's your friend? OM3. Is that your friend? I often turn our inside lights all to green via, that's cool. By the light of the salt lamps. Turns all your inside lights to green via ANSO. What's ANSU? I don't know what that is. Now I was just spamming the predicted text thing. All right. App. Via app Sue. Still don't know what that is. Oh, Dr. Francis Collins. Yeah. He's a biological leading the Human Genome Project trying to map out the. Yeah, and he's a Christian apologist too, right? I think I heard. Yeah. Did I make you a mod? I forgot that that's your username. It's Maya. How you doing, sweetie? On my live. Did I make you a moderator, baby? Did you made yourself a moderator on my phone? Did you do that? What's up? We're going back Saturday, baby. Get ready. We're gonna have to come back in a couple of nights. She hangs out with her friend when she's here visiting me. I did see your YouTube Dadpool. I thought it was interesting. Did you? It was fun. I like doing it. The 2 hours went by fast. And I would do it again anytime. I'm glad anybody liked it if they saw it. Yeah, I was on Nerds and Heresy last Sunday. Busy day for me Sunday. Going live in the morning, golfed in the afternoon, came home, got a little bit of rest, ate some food, and had to get on Nerds and Heresy with Captain Dadpool. Finally forced to recognize my existence. The big man. I tease. He's awesome. Would the world's problems suddenly disappear if religion wouldn't exist? Well, I don't think they'd suddenly disappear. That's a little optimistic, but it couldn't hurt, my friend. Make me a mod and watch your channel prosper for a time immorally or immortally. Would the world's problems... I saw that one already. What else we got here? Miles from Morales. Miles from Morales. What's up, my friend? You didn't get to see it? Yeah, it was cool. Captain Dadpool is a little bit quiet. It's actually Natty Nat who drives the conversation on that show. I don't watch it. I don't see anything. People are like, "Did you see this? Did you see that?" I'm so busy. Maybe in winter I can catch up on some of that shit, but I don't watch Atheist Experience. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't watch other people's YouTubes. But since this is taken off a little bit, I've been asked to be on several, which is awesome. I'll always do that. Excuse me. And I'm so busy. I barely got my drink out. You should make me a mod, bro. Yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of mods, and I don't really know what you're up to. If I could understand your shit more, but please stay in touch, and maybe we can get there. Once I get to know you a little better. You can't wait till winter. You know what, man? Fuck winter. I just told you, summer is the shit. And when the sun starts getting lower in the sky, man, that's just depressing. I mean, it just means it's all coming to a shit ass end. I mean, I like fall weather, but all it does is depress me that fucking winter is coming. Long ass nights and sick ass cold and shitty fucking snow to deal with. And, man, they could take winter and shove it up someone's ass and it wouldn't bother me a bit. But I like winter because I get to take the winter off because. You can do that totally. Like, let me see if I can bring you up. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll try to fit. It's too much for me to. Well, here it is. There you are. Okay. Go on science. I don't see the option to make you a moderator. Huh? Why not? I thought that's how that worked, but I can't see how to do it. So maybe I can figure that out later. I don't want to take up people's time trying to make you a mob. But yeah, Nikolai Science is our guy. He's part of the underground. And so we know who he is. Dad, tell us more about how Jesus is gay. You watched the video, didn't you? Did you watch the video? Come on, he hung out with 12 dudes. He had a bestie that was a woman that he didn't sleep with. He hung out in a garden. He was into cooking, I think. I don't know. I had a bunch of reasons. I can't think of them. But yeah, I don't think it's a stretch to think that he was gay. I hear the feet washing thing is a metaphor for gay sex somehow. Yeah, easy. That's my 12-year-old daughter. She's asking questions she shouldn't be asking on here probably. So yeah. Wow, you're so smart. Yeah, Jesus nailed on a cross by Roman soldier, nailed by a platoon of soldiers, my friend. That's funky. Yeah, it's funny. I know, baby. But what were my other reasons Jesus was gay? He was into hair. Have you seen his pictures? He was into his hair care. He had the long, luscious locks. Of course, we know that wasn't Jesus. If Jesus existed, he was a dirty, dirty ascetic. Barely ever washed at all. All right. What's up with Islam demanding that you wash? That's one of the things I got to in the Quran. I'm like, he talks about like you can't pray until you wash yourself. What kind of God would give a shit if you need to pray to him if you're dirty. That's just dumb. That's just flat out dumb, man. And if you don't have water in here, you're traveling, then rub yourself with sand. The shit that's in this book so far, honest to God. Jesus wasn't white. Yeah, we know. That's just cap on God. What's that mean? Yeah, we know Jesus wasn't white, baby. Isn't Jesus black? He's not like sub-Saharan black, but if he lived, he was a Palestinian. He's a brown-skinned man. There's no doubt. I knew a Muslim in high school. He was a hall monitor. Okay, all right, Nick. Did he like measure your beard? It'd whip you if you got out of line. Was he Taliban? Taliban hall monitor. Mercy sakes, I'm sweating in my face now. My eyes are stinging. Oh my God. It's a little bit steamy in here with the hat and the headphones on. Someone said he was white, though. Well, I think they want him to be white. You know, all the pictures of him are white because the pictures we get from him come from, Europe in the Middle Ages. You know, that's where all that art came from in the Renaissance times, right? And so, the Pope commissions art. Who's he going to use for a model? Some brown-skinned man that he dragged in from the Middle East, or is he going to use like his really cute gay lover? It's more likely that was the case. Here's a good-looking guy. Let's set him up as the face of Jesus, and then the people have someone that they identify with. The white Europeans can be like, "Oh, Jesus was one of us." He would watch the students during suspension and would talk to them about Islam. Really? He proselytized Islam during suspensions? That's awesome. What's the meaning of that train thing? Woo! Did you just join? I love you, Salmon Sour. The Atheist Underground is a virtual railway, moving people around different parts of the atheist movement and moving people out of psychological emancipation. Was he a nice guy? Oh, that's cool. Heather says, what's the deal with red text in Bible? There's no actual words of Jesus in the Bible at all. That's we know that there's nothing in the Bible is anything that Jesus actually said. It's all hearsay. It's all stories. It was all written decades after the fact. That's not it's in the KJV. I've seen KJVs without that. Maybe like a newer version of the KJV. But I've got a King James Version Bible. It's got no red type in it. But I can see that, and I think I have seen Bibles that have that, and that makes sense. It's just another way for them to sell a Bible. It's like, look, this Bible has Jesus' words highlighted in red. Thomas Jefferson's Bible has everything supernatural crossed the fuck out because he knew that it couldn't happen, but he figured that the Bible contained something useful, so he got rid of the stuff that he knew was bullshit. And the Lord said, let's order pizza. You can say that all you want, but the Bible is axiomatic. That's a big word. What's axiomatic mean? Tender Justin. And the Lord said, say, how many versions of the Bible are there? I don't know. You can probably Google that. There's just so many versions of the Bible. And there's a new one, which is exactly what I'm talking about. Evangelicals now are whitewashing slavery talk and other kinds of things out of the Bible, so that when the new indoctrinated read it, they don't have to deal with all the rest of us going, what about the slavery in the Bible? They just like change the words for the new generations, and hopefully people will forget the original version. So if you're gonna read an English Bible, you ought to read the King James Version. Everything else is like the telephone game, right? It's like, here, another version, and we got to dumb it down because these people aren't going to understand these big words like axiomatic. They might be in the King James Version. But yeah, I mean, that happens all the time. So to consider that the Bible is the Word of God is the height of idiocy, because it's been changed so many times that God would have like smacked. He would have like reached down and like been like, I wrote it the fucking way I wrote it, and you're going to change it again, assholes. Oh yeah, self-attesting. Thank you. See, you learn something every way. See, I'm not as smart as I think I am. Yes, the Bible is self-attesting, which is to say that it can't prove anything in the Bible by itself. Any book can say that it's true, or the Word of God. Boring. Sorry, baby, we're boring you. The originals are God breathed, not the translation. God breathed the original Bible. Is that what happened? Why couldn't you breathe it all at once? Why did he have to breathe part of it 1,500 years before the rest? And why couldn't you breathe the parts about Jesus while Jesus was alive? Was he too busy? Was he too busy killing his own son, who was really himself? I am ready and willing to buy your account for 1 million. That was like 10 million. Whew, that went by too fast. Oh, the Bible app is boring. Yeah. Oh, I'm not boring. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Then God needs a breath mint. That shit stinks. Yeah. Good one. Nikolai got one off. God do need a breath mint because that shit does stink. Dude's a smoker. Needed to catch his breath. What's God smoke, man? Big giant fucking planet-sized stogies. That's too funny. Check out Cold Case Christianity. It's by a homicide detective who investigates the claims of the gospel. Yeah, I'm reading a book called, I got the book sent to me. It's called Upon Further Review. And it's bigger than the Bible. This guy wrote this book is highly readable, and it starts out just with the history of what we know about Judaism, Islam, Christianity, and it goes on. I haven't gotten very far into it, but it goes on to talk about the shit that couldn't possibly be real, and so his investigation of Christianity itself in an open-minded way, he was faithful, what I mean? So it wasn't a guy with an axe to grind. He sincerely wanted to look into it to see if he would come out a believer, and he didn't. So I recommend that. I'm going to put a review on Amazon. He sent it to me because I'm a leader of the FFRF chapter here, and like him, I'll use snail mail. He's an old guy, and he used snail mail. So I feel obligated to kind of at least give it a shot. And I gotta admit, it's pretty readable. It's called Upon Further Review. Upon Further Review. Look for it on Amazon. I'm sure you can find that it's on there. And I've actually been pretty impressed with it so far, just from information. It fills in the history of the people of the Bible, and actually, what they the actual history of where they came from and what Canaan was, and where the Israelites went, what they did, the history of the early nation of Israel with the kings and the judges and so forth. And it's good. So check that out. Upon Further Review. Are you hitting on him? Who? Mother Freethinker? Are you hitting on me, Mother Freethinker? I hope so. Sorry you've experienced that, but that doesn't justify hating true loving Christy. Who's Christy? I don't hate Christy. She's hot. Alan Vaughn, too. Thanks for joining, buddy. Oxydude is back. Kirk 53 Bamore joined. I don't know if she's hot. I'm just talking, baby. I think somebody tried to rate Christianity or true Christians, and all they got out was Christy. It's real talk. Yeah, my thing glitched and I missed everything. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it, but apparently my internet's been sketched tonight. I have religious trauma from my atheist parents. Okay, man. I've been an atheist since I was like 14, but I'm a stupid for starting. I've been an atheist since I was like 14, but I'm a stupid for starting thunk God could exist. God could exist. You're not stupid for thinking that. God could exist. It's just ridiculously unlikely. That's all, since there's no evidence for it. And she doesn't make her will known, and she can't be bothered to just hand us all one text in all languages at once, or just make an appearance on PBS one Sunday, and a special. This is a special report. We have God's going to finally say what the fuck it's about. Sorry. Who's Sasha08 that you're sorry, Mr. Why call me Mr. Moore? Keep looking. People do that, and I still look around for my dad. I was like, we call him Mister. That would be dope, right? There is multiple gods. It's hard to know which one is real. She's your bestie? Sasha's your bestie? What, is that Haven? I'm not demanding. I'm just showing that you have no reason to hate, yet you do. Who hates? You're her friend Sasha. Sasha, how you doing? You in Texas still? Is that where you went? You guys moved? Am I doomed for thunk that atheism is from God? Well, if you think there's a God, then you have to think that everything is from God, right? Yeah, Sasha. Didn't Sasha the one who moved away? When I looked upon further review, they're all sport books. I should bring it in. I'll bring it in and show it off. So sorry, and I should look for it because I promised the guy I'd put a review up there. His name is Emery Lynn, Emory, Emery, Lynn. I cannot believe I remembered that. Emery Lynn, yes. Yeah, I guess I remember because he sent me a couple of letters asking me and telling me he's got a new version that he went and re-edited it and took out a couple of mistakes and stuff. The guy's dedicated to the book, and the freaking book is like this. I mean, woo, it's big. But there's a lot of shit to debunk there, right? There's a lot of crap in the faith system to get through and debunk. So it's not hard to believe that it's basically as big as the Bible. You can probably go page by page in the Bible and crap on it that way. Hi, I just had an exhausting and sterile debate with a Christian. Yeah, I bet you're tired. That's why somebody like, do you want to debate Christians? And I get asked, people are like, yeah, you want to have a debate? I think the fans would love it. I'm like, the fans might love it, but I would hate it, buddy, because the idea of a debate is to win, and you can't win talking to somebody who won't listen to reason, and who won't, already have their mind made up. And I'm sure they think the same thing about me. The thing is about atheists, yeah, maybe we act like we have our mind made up, but all you got to do is come up with some evidence. All God's got to do is show itself. And we'd all believe, I don't know one atheist who would stick to their guns, but I'll guarantee you that theists and Christians and other religious people who would still believe if they disproved God. If somehow they could show that we explained every last question, there would still be some ass Temporary technical difficulties. Is that a did you put up that? Should be on now. Sorry about that. If you're on YouTube and I let it go, I don't know. Maybe somebody's somebody's siphoning off my internet inside. I don't know what that is. No science has controlled methods to obtain evidence. Yes, that's what science does. If I ask 10 scientists a question, they'll all give the same answers. If I ask 10 religious, yeah, half of them will give, everybody will give a different answer. Yeah, and again, science, if it discovers something that contradicts its previous assertions, then it changes. You know, if religion encounters something that contradicts it, most religions just like double down on their preconceived notions. So, you know, there's a couple of these idiots on TikTok who are always trying. It's like if you have to justify your faith by bending science, then your faith sucks. You're not a faithful person. You're not a true believer. If you're using philosophical hurdles and loopholes and gymnastics and acrobatics to try to explain how your God is real, then that means that you know that your belief's just not good enough. You know what I mean? And so God will spit you out of his mouth. He doesn't want a lukewarm believer. He wants someone who just buys the bullshit without questioning. So, you know, people who are trying to do that, they make me laugh. It's just like, all right, you understand innately, instinctively, that faith is not enough. It's not a good enough reason to think that God is real. You have to just take it on faith. And that's fine for you. If you're that much of a psychological midget, then, you know, have at it, man. Whatever gets you through the night. For a lot of years, I had to smoke pot to fall asleep. Whatever gets you through the night, my friend. If you're scared, if you're too scared to live a life without believing in fairy tales, I can't argue with you. That's your right as a human being and an adult. But don't fucking give it to kids. Don't give it to my kids, and don't give it to your kids. You know, let them choose for themselves. Yeah, we got Heather Mack right here, who's living proof. Had that shit shoved down her throat and just couldn't buy it, couldn't believe it for you know, just too logical of a person, too much of a thinker, you know, to buy into that shit. So she escaped, but some kids can't. It breaks their brain. You teach kids shit when they're 4 and they believe it and they can't get over it no matter how stupid it is. And that's how it works. And religion would already be dead if it wasn't for indoctrination. Joe Recto. What's Recto short for? I reject all scientists because they are doom. Why do you keep spelling dumb doom? They can't think for themselves. What are you about, Oxy dude? The same scientists that people call liars are the same people who make sure your engine doesn't. Your kids must be very intelligent atheists from a young age. My kids? They are very intelligent. I think it's genetic. I don't think it's because I made them atheists. And I didn't. I made my older daughter an atheist, and she went through a phase where she hated that and kind of rebelled against me. And now pretty sure she describes herself as an atheist again. But, you know, you try to expose your kids to all ideas, all faith systems, all philosophies. Let them know that, like, every asshole on the planet has a different idea about what God is. And that's, you know, for that reason right there, they all have to be wrong. One of them is not going to be right because they're all guesses. So the only logical answer is that they're all wrong. And once kids know that, then it's harder for them to believe that one of them might be right, which is essentially what religion does. Is we're the right one, we're the right one, we're the right one, we're the right one. All the other ones suck. No, Jack, look in the mirror. You suck too. Yeah, Santa Claus. That's the whole thing. Sooner or later, they stop believing on their own, and we let them stop believing. You know, it's the same thing should happen with religion, except we just shouldn't teach it to them in the beginning. And then once you're 16, 18, whenever you're smart enough to fool yourself because you need to, you know, hey, have at it. But yeah, you know, breaking brains is child abuse, and you know, people get pissed at me all they want for saying that religious indoctrination is child abuse. But if you don't think that impeding a child's critical thinking skills is abuse, then you're a dick. Lee Bark. Oh, Joy, what's up, Lee Bark? Lee Bark, rhymes a tree, bark. Maria Helena Basal, somebody. What's up, Michelle Lee Traveling? She's back. Let me pull up the questions here. Fresh dumplings. Joanne, who doesn't love fresh dumplings? Lack of evidence. Why don't you believe in God? I answered that. If God was real, he wouldn't allow pineapple on pizza. Yeah, that's probably true. Pineapple belong on pizza? No, pineapple doesn't to me. But you know, and if that's what's up, I'll eat one. But it's stupid. You know, the whole pineapple pizza thing, silly. It's like a gimmick, right? Hawaiian pizza. Can you see this? Yeah, Nick. Yeah, I can see that. Topic? No. If you had to choose a religion, what would it be? Probably Dudism. And okay, I've seen all the questions now. How can intelligent people believe in Noah's Ark? They can't. It's simple. If you believe that Noah's Ark is a real story, you're not very intelligent. Period. The only reason people love pineapple pizza so much is because a lot of people don't. Yeah, contrarians. I believe that's a big part of it. But some people are just addicted to sweet. You know, you go to like chain pizza store and the sauce is sweet because it's full of sugar. Because that keeps more people involved in it. It really does. Tangy and spicy is not as popular as sweet. And so, you know, I think some people do generally like pineapple pizza because ham, you can see ham going on a pizza. I think it's dumb, but that's like, okay, an alternative meat for pizza. And ham and pineapple, we know, have gone together for a lot of years. That's a thing, making a ham and pineapple with pineapples stuck in it. And it adds a sweet component to your salty meat. And then somebody had the brilliant idea to throw it on pizza and call it Hawaiian. Because they got a lot of pigs in Hawaii and they got a lot of pineapples too. You're hungry? You want to stop talking about pizza? You can look at it if you want. Here it is, getting cold as hell. I'm still going to eat it. Look, I'll eat a cold Brussels sprout right now. On the grill. A little crispy black on the outside. Steam them until they're about halfway done. Put them on the grill. Roll them around on that grill a little bit. Awesome. Sauerkraut on pizza. I like sauerkraut. Yeah, I'm a savory person too. Salt lamp. I'm a savory person, not a sweet person. Sorry, Heather. Canadians came up with Hawaiian pizza. Fucking Canadians, man. What the hell, man? They're out there fucking shit up all the time, man. I try a Reuben pizza. I'll try anything once, man. Like my dad said, once is cool, twice is queer. He used to love that expression. Probably still does. That's not homophobic. I love my gay friends. They also gave us, well, you know what I'm going to say. What? Am I? Canadians? What? Pizza with maple? Ew. I won't mention California roll then. I like sushi, but why are you going to wimp out on a California roll? If your sushi doesn't have some good fresh fish in it, who wants some rice wrapped around avocado? California roll, boring. Canada gave us a lot of great artists. They did. I love Canada. That's true. Canada did give us Rush. Adam. Adam Maturi. Who's Adam Maturi? There's so many people that are Canadian. Captain Kirk is Canadian. You gonna go eat, Nikolai? All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna hang out for another 10 minutes or so. 2 hours is a good time to be on here ranting like an idiot. Yeah, sashimi, I love it. Good. There's nothing. Sushi is one of my favorite foods. Good sushi, sashimi, nigiri, all of that shit. The Japanese, they got it going on with their cuisine. I love teriyaki. I love tempura. I love edamame. I love seaweed salad. I can't think of anything Japanese that I've ever eaten that I didn't think was fucking great, man. They know how to do it. Yeah, avocado is a superfood, man. You should try it. Avocado is fucking great. There's these folks downtown. Salt Lamp. Have you seen Light of the Salt Lamp? Have you seen the fresh food truck that parks by the theater in the parking lot out there? They've been there for months or years maybe, and I finally went and paid $6 for the best avocado toast I've ever had in my life. Holy crap, was it good? You got a couple of cute girls in there working, and they're serving on the street. They're doing the good work out there, serving fresh, healthy food instead of like fast, greasy food. They're out there. I love hummus. Middle Eastern food. I'm all about it. Falafel, hummus, baba ganoush. Baba ganoush is one of my favorite things to eat. Liver is good. Liver is terrible, man. Why would you eat the organ that cleans the shit out of your blood? Why would you do that? Your liver exists to clean toxins out of your blood. So after your liver has cleaned all the toxins out of a fucking 2,000-pound cow, you're going to eat that shit. You need to rethink. Liver. I was never a fan of the taste, but that's a taste thing. I'm not getting down on it because it tastes like dirt. I'm getting down on it because eating kidneys and livers is strictly for people who are starving to death. That cannot be good for you. Nothing's higher in cholesterol than liver. And it's got all the toxins in it that were removed from blood. You have to be an idiot to eat liver. Either way, the liver does the same thing in all animals. You know what I mean? It's kind of part of why we know evolution is real. It's because like every animal in the world has like all this shit in common. And liver in every animal cleans the shit out of the animal's blood. There's not the chicken liver isn't like a different function for a chicken than it is for a human. I just asked a Christian if God is powerless over sin. He's never stopped me from sinning. Woohoo! But there is no sin. What is that? How I increase my anal IQ? Man, dude, you're just out of control tonight. Well, thanks a lot. You made me get up and get food, even though I already brushed my teeth. What are you doing brushing your teeth? Oh, I guess it's almost 11 by you, baby, isn't it? Hummus with pastrami sandwich. Yeah, I could see that going together. Who doesn't love a good pastrami sandwich, my friend? Like you said, a Reuben. Oh, I guess that's pastrami, right? Or is it corned beef? I have trouble telling the difference. But I love a good Reuben. If it's not too greasy. Sauerkraut's one of the only good things that ever came from cabbage. Cabbage, most things that are made out of cabbage suck. Egg rolls and sauerkraut, all right, I can get with that. There's nothing better than pork and sauerkraut was a New Year's Day tradition for my family. If you come from German tradition, that was good luck. A suckling pig and sauerkraut on New Year's Day. Oh, they just get a nice fatty cut of pork, a shoulder, Boston roast we call it, and just let that thing cook slow in the sauerkraut. Oh, my mouth's watering right now thinking about it, man. Yeah, I don't make sauerkraut. It's true, I used to go to Meyer's Delicatessen in Chicago, where they had like German speakers in there, and just like everything is so authentic. I don't know if you get down there to Lincoln Square where the Germans are in Chicago, and they get sauerkraut right out of the barrel and stuff. So. Warm hummus. Thanks for joining. We're about at the end, 5 more minutes or so, and we'll be cutting it off for the night. Really love all of you guys being here, and I love ranting. Thanks. Tag me to remind me, my friend. Yeah, corned beef on a Reuben, right? And Thousand Island dressing, and some nice marble rye, lightly toasted, not too greasy. They got a Reuben down at Culver's. It's greasy as fuck, man. Culver's is like a chain in Wisconsin of custard, ice cream, frozen custard. That's really pretty good for some stuff, but man, a lot of this shit is just greasy. Yeah, if you got any questions, stick it in the comment. And thanks, Kevin, for reminding people. My connection is possessed tonight. Das Lug Life, that's Slug Life, not the Thug Life. That's Slug Life. Thanks for joining, dude. Appreciate you being here. Shave cabbage into a brine and let it sit. Sauerkraut. Yeah. Do you like caraway seeds in your sauerkraut? I don't like caraway seeds that much. I like my rye bread free of seeds. I don't like getting them stuck in my teeth. My teeth are really close together, cramped. And also, if you bite one and you're not expecting it, it's not. I could deal without caraway seeds. Do you read books? I'm reading the Quran right now, if you call that a book. What a rambling mess. But yeah, I don't read as much as I should. No, I just don't have time. I get to as many articles as I can to try to keep abreast of things, but sadly, I don't get through a lot of books, and I'm trying to change that because of this. People ask all the time. That's why I recommended I'm also reading the Emery Lynn book that he wrote, and had the decency to send me for free. So reading those 2 books, that I don't get very far. I said abreast. Nothing like a little potty humor, right? But yeah, upon further review, that's the name of the book that I'm reading now, alongside HQ, Quran. As they say, Quran. Thank you. You're not gonna need Heather. You're gonna be great. I can't wait. You hit me up tomorrow and tell me how orientation goes. Right? You're gonna get moved in. They're gonna give you a roommate. You got a dorm room. They give you some roommate, and it'll either be a fucking cool person or it'll be some fucking nightmare. be some crazy creep ass that you can't even stand. There's no in between. You'll either have like a best friend for life, or you'll have someone you'll be down at admissions going, you got to help me out. You got to do something about this roommate because this person's going to make me fucking crazy. I hope you guys will be willing to check out the books and authors I mentioned. Thanks, Joe Recto, for being a respectful religious person. I'm not going to check them out. I don't give a shit what Francis Collins thinks. So thanks for that, though. I know I'm snarky, but we appreciate you being here and not being preachy. Oh, you got your own room as a freshman? Ooh, fancy. I don't even think that was possible when I was in college. Yeah, university roommate, right? You were there, right? Yeah, it's like you either get like some freakazoid, but you know, this girl getting to live by herself, man, that's cool. I was the crazy roommate in college. You sleepwalked at sleep 8. I can see that about you, man. The Matt in the Hat says he was the crazy roommate, man. I had a buddy of mine get drunk and then kick in my dorm room window because he lost his key, couldn't get back in the dorm at night. Kicked in my window. You know, and I like went freaking out the door, called security on his ass because he's a big dude and I couldn't tell who it was. If I'd recognized him outside my window, I'd have been like, "Look, asshole, go around to the front door and I'll let you in," you know. But he's just like beating on my window, and I thought it was like some crazy big football player getting ready to kill me or something. Security came and like he was passed out on my bed with his face down on the pillow, and I'm like, "There he is, there he is." And we rolled his ass over it, and it was my buddy. I'm like, "You dick! Now I got no window." You made a spaghetti dinner at 3 a.m. once, man. That's talent, man. When you're in your sleep and you make a spaghetti dinner, that's pretty good. Did you make like garlic bread with it, like the whole nine yards? Meatballs, garlic bread, vegetable side. Share it. Did you share it with people? Like, yeah, dude, you don't remember this, man, but you made us all spaghetti last night. Do you have a good advice about life? It's 6 a.m. here, and I have thoughts about life. I'm in the mood. Yeah, life is about the living, man. Experience it, cherish it. It's the only life you got. You know, do the best you can to have fun, learn, enrich yourself, travel, experience, make love to beautiful people. Yeah, I don't know what else there is, but to just avail yourself of everything that this gorgeous world has to offer. You burned the bread. Oh, you must have been asleep. Oh, air. I'm a dip. Nice interaction. Thanks, Radical Dimes. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Down to the last 3 minutes, my friend Hollister Ray. Thanks for joining. You're coming in at the tail end. We do this at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Every Wednesday, I am here ranting for you all, and I appreciate it. You're making mac and cheese? Boring. If my daughter's still here, she'd love you for that. Are you opening a box of Kraft, man? Or are you making like gourmet mac and cheese, man? I know you, buddy. You're opening a box of Kraft. Do you at least pay for the deluxe? Maybe the deluxe is not the powder. It's like got goo, and it's way richer. I got to give it to them. It's worth $1.39 as opposed to 79 cents. Worth that extra 50 cents. Not everyone has pizza. Yeah, but everyone can have pizza. Pizza's pretty sure Vegas has got pizza this time of night, my friend. Kraft cheese and macaroni. It's the cheesiest. And Jay Cicely, 54. Want to remind everybody to find us on Instagram and YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. If you can, please. Really trying to get to 1,000 followers. And once the season winds down for me as a landscaper, I'll ramp up our efforts, get some more different shit on there so it's more interesting. Right now, it's a lot of repeats and just these lives. But we need to get to 1,000 so we can take our mobile devices out and go live on both of these platforms. Don't leave before making me the head moderator or co-owner of your account or house. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks for being wacky, but that's not going to happen. Canadian craft dinner is better than USA craft dinner? Really? Why is that? What do you got in there? Moose? Some moose meat? Link to YouTube and Instagram is in the bio. Yeah, thanks, baby, for finishing that thought for me. And go to, also on the bio is our Cafe Press, where you can get the What's Missing t-shirt. Maple syrup in your Kraft macaroni and cheese. We have maple syrup here. There's plenty of maple leaves in the north of the country, Vermont. New York State, all in New England, really. Great maple syrup. Upstate Wisconsin, a lot of good maple syrup. Is it because you hate atheists? What? Dude, you need to get off the drugs, buddy. You seem cool, but man, you're ranting. We use real cheese powder. What, like Kraft uses real cheese powder? And here, I don't not believe you. It's hard for me to believe that Kraft would bother putting any more thought into Canadian mac and cheese than they do anywhere else. Yes, new merch is coming soon, and I will send you that shit, Heather. It's been on my mind. I'll get to it, and I'll sit down and send you some stuff, and we'll get that. We'll get that shop at Atheist Underground Gear at cafepress.com/Atheist Underground Gear, and we'll get some cool new stuff up on there for your shopping pleasure. Been real, everybody. 10 o'clock. I got to finish my cold pizza and go in, take a shower, man. Woo, sweaty tonight. Appreciate all you guys. Love you. I would climb through the camera and make love to every one of you if I had time and if I could actually do that. Take it easy. We'll see you on the flip-flop, and we are out. You still there, Jay, on the other side? I know you muted us.
Yes, to hear.
All right, cool. I just cut it off.